Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Hayden Newberry Fishing. I'm Hayden Newberry. I'm a travel nurse and bass fisherman. I travel around the country, fish everywhere I go, fish the Bassmaster Opens, the Toyota Series, some BFLs. But anyway, tonight I wanted to talk about kind of an interesting topic for professional bass fishing. I've talked about just fishing, tournaments, stuff like that in general a few times. And something that came up that I guess in my head just was kind of interesting to think about and bad for professional bass fishing in general, I guess looking into the future. But I think we have a kind of a real problem when it comes to what's going on recently and what might happen in the future with the professional aspect of it. So, I guess to lead off on this point, recently you've seen the NPFL pop up. The back 20 years ago now, FLW became a big thing. Now it's switched to MLF, and I've heard of some other new professional bass tours popping up possibly this coming next year. And it seems like all of a sudden there's one more will pop up, then all of a sudden one more will pop up. So looking back 30 years ago, 40 years ago even, the problem that I think we have is that it's all the same people doing it. I mean, 1990 was the first year that Kevin Van Dam fished with Bassmasters in the professional tour. So he's still fishing in the professional tour now with MLF on the Bass Pro Tour, and he would be with Bassmasters if that one hadn't have popped up. And all the guys that he's fishing with are his age or older. I mean, there's some that are younger in there, but look at professional bass fishing, how old everybody is. That can be a problem, say 50 years down the line, because only so many people can do it. And I've brought this up before that we only have so much to do, and there's definitely been a growth in interest in the sport in the last 30 years. So compare it to another professional sport like NFL. The average professional career in the NFL is like 3 years, and I'm pretty sure that's really accurate. I think it's right around 3 years, maybe 3 to 4 years, something like that. But Kevin Van Dam's been in professional fishing for 33 right now, and that's not a long career. That's seems to be about where everybody else is riding. The Bassmaster Elite Series, prior to everybody jumping over to the Bass Pro Tour, had a lot of old people on it. And there's only so much room for these people to get into the sport, and as people grow and get to the professional level and get sponsored and everything, they want to join a tour, but we're letting a few people in out of the few people that make it into the opens every year. So they're like, well, I'll just make my own tour, and then we'll add some people into that, and we'll add some people into that. So I'm starting to wonder, like, are we gonna reach a point at some time where we're just gonna have way too many professionals, and we'll have 19 different trails or something? I mean, we're talking that really, around Kevin Van Dam's era, is where it was really starting to kick off. And the FLW, I mean, 10 years in after I guess that benchmark there, 10 years in is when FLW came about. And then now fast forward, it seems like that rode out for 20 years and did okay. And now we've got it. And I mean, the NPFL seems like it's here to stay. So then now we've got a third tour, and FLW has formed into MLF, and MLF has technically two pro tours on it. So you got the Bass Pro Tour, the Invitationals, the Elite Series, the MPFL, possibly another one, or possibly even more. I think I heard where, I don't even remember the name of. Don't quote me on this, but I've heard of some other leagues or something trying to pop up that are similar to the MPFL style. So I think that we more so have like a problem that there's not really a good way to retire from professional fishing. You just can fish until until you literally can't do anything. I mean, Rick Clunn is most recently this past year still out there fishing and in top level tournaments. I don't think we have room for everybody to do that. And if you make it in fishing and you're that good, I mean, what do you do? And do you expect these people when they're making a living at it for 20 years, somebody that gets straight out? Because I mean, there's a lot of young people that are getting into it now. Picture getting into the elite series at 20 years old, and then you have, you make it to 45. Are you going to change careers? No, you're going to keep fishing until you're Rick Clunn's age. So I mean, we have real possibilities of of some like 60-year careers now. So that's just too many people. You can't fit them all into the leagues. Are we gonna start sectioning off the like we're gonna have a 55 plus Bassmaster Elite Series and then maybe a 20 to 30 year olds or whatever. I don't know. But I think it is kind of a real problem because eventually we're just gonna have way too many pros out there. I don't know any way around it other than that there's going to eventually be enough guys, or maybe there won't be. I don't know, but to me, just looking at it, I think a lot of people can agree it seems like we're on track to eventually just have too many pros out there. So my thoughts on it, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I think it's kind of interesting. So see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.